For anybody in stream, this is TestedAnt. He is the winner of the last tournament. We just had it last weekend. And how much did you walk away with, Tested?
600.
600 plat.
Yeah, easiest scam of my life.
Easiest scam of your life?
Yeah.
Tested's
yeah.
one of those guys that like knows he's good. You know what I mean?
I'm all right.
What do you think really did it for you, like that final game? Like, what was your advantage over Serial or Team Dunk, Serial and Funkio?
Well, I think ping was a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
Well, not a little bit, but it definitely played a part. But I think, just like out of gameplay, nothing that's like out of our control. I think it was just me and African have really good team play.
You guys have good chemistry?
Yeah, me and African have great chemistry on the field.
Word.
I kind of picked him to be my partner, like, just kind of hoping, because up until this point, like, the only teammates you get is just randomly chosen through like online matches.
Sure.
You never like, hey African, you want to like come play some doubles with me against 2 other players. You just kind of like get picked with random teammates. So I kind of shot in the dark thinking African's a really smart player.
Okay. What do you mean by smart?
He just, like, anybody that plays him one-on-one or anything like that, they know, like, he has really good decision making.
Okay.
He knows when he's able to score a 2-pointer, and he knows when he's like, all right, I should just score a 1-pointer or something.
Right.
So I don't know. I just really, whenever I'd play 1v1s with people, African is probably the person I struggled with the most.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted him on my team.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. He was somebody that you respected.
Yeah. Then luckily, like the day before was like the first time I was in comms with him. Like it's the first time I ever heard him talk, and me and him had a freaking blast just playing online.
Okay. Cool.
So
nice.
like worked out.
I mean, that's. Okay, hold on. How do I, like, what's the best way to get a unstable shot? Like, dribble? Like, dribble and then...
Yeah.
Okay. I'll watch you do it.
The easiest one's going to be a dribble, then you're going to bullet jump, then use your second jump, then check it. You know what I mean? So just like a dribble, then you land.
I always miss it, though.
Here, dribble it. Then instead of checking right away, land, bullet jump, then use your second jump and go after it. So kind of like that.
Woo! Close. So how much of a factor do you think ping was? What does it look like if ping is like quote unquote being abused or
Well,
what does it look like when it's happening to you? I guess is a better question.
So the thing about ping is it's super weird, like in Lunaro, because sometimes I can have good ping and it feels so trash.
Okay.
So it just really depends.
Okay.
So the other day I was playing on a Europe server, right? And I was playing against somebody, and I could check them like 3 times, which usually it takes 2 times to check somebody, and the ball will pop out. But I could check them like 2 or 3 times, nothing would happen. You mean
was it? But it wasn't like right when they got the ball when you've got that little delay of invulnerability.
I don't know what you're saying.
Well, when you pick up the ball, don't you, like, isn't it true that, like, no one can check you for, like, half a second?
No, it's whenever you have, whenever you hold down your magnet?
Yes.
Whenever you hold that down, you're able to, like, tank a check, you know what I mean? So, shoot, I can't hit anything. But sometimes it's like broken, you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's hard to explain. Then on higher pings, usually it's harder. Like the timing's just a little bit off because like the ball doesn't come out whenever you think it does, versus when you're on host. But the main thing is going to be check immunity, stuff like that. It just differs.
If you had some advice for like a newer player, somebody that's like kind of just getting into it, or somebody that's maybe like Komodo Saurian, like played 40 games or something like that, like what do you do to get better? How do you start landing on stable shots from outside the ring? How do you do that? Where do you start?
I would say, you know, grinding for the first part.
So just play.
Just play. There's a bunch of tutorials online on dribbling and stuff like that. From
anyone's personally that you recommend?
There's somebody on YouTube called Hopeless, which is Buzz B's channel.
Buzz B's.
Yeah, I know he has the dribbling tutorial. I think Ambitious, or it's like I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ambitious? Yeah. Yeah.
I think he has a dribbling tutorial.
Okay.
I definitely recommend him. And another thing is, like, Lunaro is such a small community.
Right.
Like, it's not that hard to get into a game with a quote-unquote pro.
Right.
So if you just get into a game with like a nice person, I'm sure they'll take time like out of their.
Well, that's the thing that I noticed. Like, yeah, like there are definitely some personalities in Lunaro, like people that that seem to get a little bit more aggressive or whatever. But it has been my experience that everybody that's like quote unquote a vet or a pro in the Lunaro community, like they just want more Lunaro to be played more than anything else, right? And they want it to be played well. Like I know Funkyo appreciates good play, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So every single one of them like just is willing to help if you're willing to learn, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they want to see this game played right, and people like Tested have spent a lot of time doing this in Warframe, and to good effect. I mean, it earned him 600 plat last weekend. So
yeah, for sure. You know, just off the top of my head, if you ask Buzz, you know, everybody definitely has their own things going on. So that, I'm not saying they're gonna drop everything and help you at the moment.
Right.
But like if you ask Buzz, I'm sure if he's free.
Oh, you mean Buzz's sponsorships don't his Lunaro sponsorships don't cover him, so he doesn't have to work.
All right, you lost me again.
That's okay. It wasn't a very good joke.
I just got off work, so I'm a little brain dead.
Word.
But...
What do you do for work?
That's one thing that really sucked about the tournament is we played two of the top teams on my host, which I gave the option to African because he like can't connect to European servers at all.
Okay.
It's like super bad. So it made sense to have it on my host for the most part.
Right.
But you know, if I was a European player and I was playing on an NA host in like an upper bracket match or something, like I would have been frustrated, you know what I mean?
For sure.
It is
well, not to mention that, but like every single one of them was sleep deprived, you know?
Yeah, like it was like super late over there.
Yeah. I think Funkyo said that by the time the tournament was over, it was 7 a.m. The sun was coming up.
Jeez, man.
And I believe we got kind of lucky with Serial because he was starting a new job, like and had to do a night shift or something like that. So do you think you're going to play with African Ant again this time? African Sapien? Team African Ant?
It's a strong possibility.
Okay, cool. I mean, you had pretty good results. It would be kind of strange to break up the team, especially if African Sapien can make it.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I thought about which this is like a really rough idea, so like nothing's set in stone. I'm like 85% sure I'm gonna team up with African again, but I got like 15%. Like maybe I should just team up with a noob and see how far we get.
Okay.
You know, just
that would be cool. I mean, that would be really cool.
Plus, it'd give me excuse for losing the next tournament.
Not so much pressure.
Not so much pressure, yeah.
I mean, that would be a hard choice for me to make, especially if I thought I had a real shot at like earning 6,000 plat. Dude, even with a coupon, that's 150 bucks. Easy. You know?
6,000?
Yeah, 6,000 plat, dude. All right.
That's
got it. Look at that. That was my first time ever doing that.
That was solid. You put that on net. Like,
I didn't have to do anything besides just get it, like, keep it in front of me. Get the fuck out of here, Tested. You suck. Eat my dick. Oh! Oh.
That's right. You'll be winning the next tournament.
Did you guys see that? That shit felt so good. No, I refuse to play. I am not playing in the next tournament. I enjoyed casting too much. I know you guys said my commentary was a little bit corny, but I'm basically turning into like my dad right now. I'm observing the metamorphosis. It's quite a scary thing to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
Who said it was corny? Just
Fucking
like in general.
Perplexed Cat said that like my commentary. I said something about like, you know what, guys, like it means the world to me to be able to do something like this, and like he was like, don't ever say that shit again, and I was like, oh my god. Excuse me for being enthusiastic, you bitch.
You and Perplex had that conversation about lo-fi hip hop or something.
Oh yeah, dude. So I mean, we had lo-fi hip hop beats the whole tournament last time, and I don't think it took away from the commentary. So I'll probably leave it up. I actually got a link to my buddy's lo-fi stream. If you just type exclamation lo-fi in chat, we'll plug there for Glitzy Stew. So registration is up right now. I think if you type exclamation tournament in Discord, the registration link should be there. If not, I will fix it after this match. After I kick Tested's ass real quick.
I'm pretty sure my conversion rate on shots right now is pretty low.
Oh man, yeah, it is. Dude, you're the point guard, right? You're not the goalie.
I kind of play like a.
Get out of here.
I play it in between spot. In threes, I usually find myself back a lot, unless I'm feeling fruitful that day, you know.
Fruitful?
Fruitful.
Man, dude, I just love those days when I'm feeling my most fruitful. Get out of here. Oh, what? Dude, sometimes I definitely get the ball. My battle pass level. I don't know if I should be embarrassed about my battle pass level or proud of it, but it's like I just got the 615 reward where you get like 20 treasures or something like that. I got the Witch Doctor, by the way, Captain Obvious. 70-meter bullet jump in base game. Lunaro feels really limiting after that. Komodo Sorian though, like it's a different game. Like we can't use our Lunaro. We can't use our in-game abilities while we play Lunaro because that would be ridiculous. Like, I mean, no offense. Like, I hear what you're saying, but like, it's a ridiculous statement to think that like DE could properly balance something like that. And I'm glad that they haven't because I don't know. I mean, I know that nobody sees it, right? Except for like us in the Lunaro community and myself, like, but I think spectatable in-game sports may not put it to like Fortnite levels, may not bring Warframe to Fortnite levels, but like could bring it to WoW levels. I mean, this game is dynamic, and I didn't know that. I thought I was playing a first-person shooter when I first started playing Warframe. and I was like, I don't get it. You know, too free to play, too hard to figure out the controls. Like, I don't want to do this. Get wrecked, son. Get wrecked. And then I realized that it's actually an MMO.
20 seconds.
You know, and yeah, people will argue me on that point too. I don't give a shit. This is an MMO. Dude, get out of here, son. Get wrecked. He's nervous, guys. I don't know if you see this. He's nervous. That's them nerves.
I've only hit. I was so nervous during the tournament, by the way.
Dude, I don't know how you won. Oh, you were?
Yeah, I was.
Good.
But